class, it's Miss Bachtel again. Here we are for our second day of our YouTube lessons. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of review and learning some new things. So get ready. Make sure you are watching this before you do anything else. After this, you need to follow the checklist and do all your work. Alright, so your checklist for today. The required activities, which means these are the activities you have to do today. Number 1, after watching this video, you're going to complete your Math Day 7 in your keynote. After that, you're going to complete the math activity that I explained to you in the video after the lesson. Number 3, you're going to continue reading in your social studies book for 10 minutes and then post a picture of that on Seesaw. And then you're going to read in your My View Literacy book for 20 minutes, picking up where you left off and post where you finish. After that, you need to read for 20 minutes and do your reading log just like we would do for homework. Then you are going to practice root words in the Seesaw activity that I assigned. Do 10 minutes of Math IXL and 10 minutes of Language Arts IXL. And then if you use Mind Play, you know who you are. Adriana, Bentley, Braden, Ava, Jennifer. You all have to do 30 minutes of Mind Play. And then the optional activities, which means if you finish, you can do these. You can complete one crossword on Seesaw if you finish everything else. Or you can write, oh, I didn't change this. Sorry about that. You can write a fictional made-up story of your choosing. All right. So for math today, we talked about 2D shapes already and what they were, and now we're going to talk about creating them. So we're going to do a quick rewind rundown. I wish I could throw the suckers out to you like I would in class, but right now we're just going to review. So remember, a rectangle is a shape which is on that side of the line. It's a shape that on either side of the shape, they're the same length. If you were to take a ruler, what you measure on the left side is going to be the same length as the right side. Now, when you measure the top or the bottom, it's going to be a different length than the left and the right, but the top and the bottom will be the same. For a square, all 4 sides are the same length. We went over what shapes these are. You should have taken a minute on Monday to try and think of what these shapes were. So first we have a trapezoid, this one right here, a diamond, and a triangle. And then we talked about what these 2 shapes were, which are a hexagon and then an octagon. And remember, an octagon is the same shape as a stop sign. And together we said, when defining a shape, I can count the sides and points. I want you to all say that right now. When defining a shape, I can count the sides and points. That's something that we just learned to do and you are now able to do as well. Now, we're going to take it a step further. In your house, all around you, I'm sure you see all kinds of shapes. Now, think about what shape is your refrigerator? What about the light bulbs when you look at them in the ceiling? My refrigerator is a rectangle, and when I'm looking up at the lights in my house, I see a circle. So before we go on to our language arts, I'm going to explain the activity to you. I want you to use household items, things that you find in your house, and I want you to build 5 different shapes. So we've talked about 7 right now: square, rectangle, trapezoid, diamond, hexagon, octagon, and, oh, what was the last one? Triangle, of course. It's been a long day, kids. So I want you to take random objects around your house, pencils, utensils in the kitchen, toys, and I want you to build 5 different shapes using those materials. You need to take a picture of all of them, all 5 of them, whether it's together or separate, and you need to post them on Seesaw. After you do that, then you can move on to the next activity on the checklist. Now, for language arts today, we're going to talk about root words as well as prefixes and suffixes. This is something you have learned in first grade, but we haven't really talked about it yet in second grade, so we're going to go back over it. So, look up here. What is a root word? It's a part of a word that has a meaning and can have other word parts added to the beginning, which is a prefix, or to the end, which is a suffix, to change the meaning. Even with the prefix or suffix added, the final word will still be related to what the root is. So I'm going to give you an example, and you're going to get to practice some of these later. So the root word that we're looking at today is bio, which means life. When you see that, you might think of what we worked on in class. Especially in February, we didn't get to finish because we had to leave school. But you all worked on a biography, and that means bio means life. So when we add a prefix and a suffix, we can turn it into a new word. Over here, you see that the prefix I added was auto. Auto is a word in Greek that means self. Graph, which we added a Y for our biography, the meaning is right. So we have auto, bio, graph. Auto, bio, graph. Self, life, right. So when we put it all together, we come up with a new word. Our new word is autobiography, which is a non-fiction story about yourself. What we worked on was a biography, so there was no prefix. A biography is when you write about life, but an autobiography is when you write about your own life. So there's going to be an activity on Seesaw where you get to practice putting suffixes and prefixes onto root words. Okay, so that is all for our lesson today. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you learned a lot. And I hope that we can keep doing this. Let me know if you like the YouTube videos. If not, I'm not going to take the time to do it. But if you enjoy it, then I will keep doing it for each of our days. As a reminder, we have today and Friday, and then it will be spring break starting next week. All right, I miss you, and I love you all so much.